It appears that, from time to time, the maker of these scam video adverts felt a little constrained by the format. He would probably have preferred to make thrillers or documentaries, but the ads were just so lucrative. So in this one, he pushed the boat out a little by starting with a scene designed to intrigue us, instead of beginning with the usual hard sell. The millionaire this time is undergoing interrogation, at his own behest, admittedly, and we've gone all black and white. Either because that's dramatic, or because the filmmaker was a fan of The Wizard of Oz. Could be both, I suppose. Sidebar. I'm not a financial advisor or providing financial advice. I'm merely looking forward to another episode in this seemingly unending series of scam videos. Oh look, a subliminal message hidden behind the flashing images. That really is very tricksy practice.
A polygraph measures whether a person is being truthful about an event, experience, or past action by monitoring, measuring various physiological changes during the test period. I'll ask a series of yes or no questions that you supplied me in advance, and we're going to be monitoring and measuring changes in your heart rate, your blood pressure, your breathing, the galvanic skin responses, and your sweat gland reaction. Does all that make sense to you?
The script builds up the anticipation. The list of these physical reactions primes us to expect quite a grilling. We're going to be disappointed.
Yes, I understand, and thanks again for letting the camera crew document what you'll be doing.
This angle shows us the equipment setup. It appears to be a Toshiba laptop instead of Tasha's MacBook, an inkjet printer, and a blood pressure monitor. The Tosh may be the same laptop prop that was used by Vlad, one of Michael Crawford's Eager team, in the Quantum Code scam video.
I'd like to introduce everyone to my team.
There's also a ridiculous table lamp, not exactly in keeping with the kind of equipment we'd expect in a room housing a lie detection test. The filming mainly crops the test operative's face out of frame, but this gives us a rare look at his face.
Yes, well, there's not a lot to see, actually. It's not going to be one of those over-the-top dramatic scenes you see on a television crime show.
Nope, nothing over the top or dramatic about this filming at all. By referring to a television show, the script suggests that this scene is factual and not fictional.
We're all set then. You ready?
Yes, ready when you are.
I'll start with a couple of pre-test questions then.
I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Is your name Daniel Wilkins?
Yes.
In the last 2 weeks, have you been under the influence of any drugs or medication prescribed by a physician, illegal or otherwise?
No, nothing. A couple of old fashions last night, but that's it.
Just answer yes or no, please.
Sorry, then no.
Daniel makes a joke to help define his character, and also to make it look as if this is not tightly scripted.
Is your name Daniel Wilkins?
You already asked me that.
Yes or no, please.
Yes.
Did you make more than $5 million last year by trading financial assets?
I would argue that faded out a bit too quickly. There should be some space after that question to emphasize it. Instead, it's swallowed up and we quickly fade into the next scene, which is in living color.
You know, I've been in this business for a long time, seen a lot of changes. I guess the biggest thing, the reason I did this test today, is that I'm just sick and tired of all the phony BS that's cropped up over the last few years. I'll show you the results of the polygraph in a couple of minutes. I want to be damned sure you're hearing the straight story here today.
Daniel is portrayed as a straight-talking, honest guy.
Look, I'm a little ashamed to admit that back in the day, I was one of them. I was one of those greedy, evil gurus you hear about. The money was good, but I couldn't do it anymore. The scams, the ridiculous claims, the lies. I mean, come on, those actors, the rented mansions, the wads of cash. All that pretentious, over-the-top, phony bullshit. Give me a break.
As with Jane Creswell's script for Profit's Eternity, Daniel's story is presented in the context of the other videos in the scam series, which feature actors and mansions.
What makes this woman different from all those greaseball scammers out there? Well, I could waste both our time and explain until I'm out of breath about how I'm only here to make you money, but I prefer to just show you.
Oh sure, some of those guys make a hell of a lot of money, but look what they do to do that. They prey on people's dreams and misfortune. Those bloodsuckers will say or do anything to get into your wallets, to max out your credit cards while they keep you hanging on and hoping. And you're thinking, this one is the one. This is the one that's going to pay for my Lambo, or whatever their big dream is. And well, you know how the story goes. It's the same with all of them. They get your money by peddling their crap and deliver nothing but broken promises and shattered dreams.
Bitter Daniel is clearly disenchanted with the whole shebang, but I suspect that during this video he will introduce us to a guaranteed way to make millions trading binary options, using his own special system. Like Michael Crawford, he's already separating himself out from the others.
But I'm not like that. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, I couldn't do that to people anymore. And I do not want to be associated with any of the gurus or their scams. That's why I took the lie detector test and hired the camera crew to document everything. So after making a fortune in a way I'm not too proud of today, I made it my life's objective to discover an honest, legit way of making money. Now don't get me wrong, I wasn't about to get a real job. Hell, I've never had a real job. I don't have any real skills. And besides, there's no way a 9-to-5 could pay for all of this.
That's not a mansion, is it, Daniel? Only I know you're heartily suspicious of those.
And I kind of like this life. Let's go inside. I want to tell you about what I discovered that's making me even more money than those creeping internet scammers could ever make.
Fluffed line there, as he says creeping internet scammers and not creepy internet scammers, such as creepy Stephen Abrahams.
And I want to tell you how to get in on it. Oh, I'll show you how the lie detector test turned out too. Come on in. I don't mind telling you, I was a little nervous about all that polygraph test stuff. It's not that I've got anything to hide.
Not only does Daniel have nothing to hide, he also has Tasha's MacBook, which he's put on the desk right in front of his computer monitor. Why isn't he just firing up his computer?
At least not anymore anyway. Maybe I've seen too many of those TV cop shows where the bad guy sweats it out, then stands up and screams, all right, you got me, I did it. You need to pay close attention to what I'm about to tell you. I found a way to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit every month, and I want to share that with you in this video.
Of course you did. And of course you do.
And when I say I want to share it with you, I don't mean that I'm going to give you some long sales pitch to get your money.
The video runs for another 17 minutes, and that's without my interruptions. It looks like quite a long sales pitch to me.
What I mean is that I'm going to give you my money-making system at the end of this short video. Give it to you, as in free. Nothing to pay, no contracts to sign, no long-term commitments. I want to hand you a system that has the potential for you to make tens of thousands every week and probably even more. Why am I doing this? Why am I giving this system away here today?
Because that's the business model of this scam. Like all the other made-up millionaires, Daniel gives away a fake system that displays fictitious profits in return for an initial investment of $250 or $300, with salespeople who will barrage the scam victim with demands to invest more money so the scammers can steal it all.
Let's just say it's my small way to make amends. To do some good to make up for some of the not so good I did as an internet marketing guru.
This is at least a sort of explanation, unlike some of the other made-up millionaire characters whose motivations are never explained to us.
Look, I didn't turn into a saint or anything, but it's the least I can do.
John Ludacris also denied his saintly nature.
So, why am I sharing this information with you today? Well, let me tell you. I'm not some sort of angelic saint who was struck by a bolt of lightning and then decided to go on a crusade of helping other people.
Only the true Messiah denies his divinity.
Handing you a free system that's going to almost instantly start pumping nice chunks of cash into your life is what I want to do. And I'm guessing you wouldn't mind that either, right? Here, let me have the video guy show you the kind of money I'm talking about. I'll show you the system in a few minutes, but I wanted you to see what it can do for you. That is the kind of money I've been making over the last couple of years. And yeah, when it's coming in at the rate of hundreds of thousands a month, it almost gets to where you can't spend it fast enough. The first thing most people do when they go from scraping by paycheck to suddenly having money like you just won the lottery, they sit down and stare at their bank balance for a while. It's kind of fun to sit and refresh the screen every few minutes and watch the balance get even bigger. Then you'll probably sit down and pay off everything, and I mean everything. The credit cards, the car loans, the mortgage, old school loans, all of it. Maybe you'll help out some of your family with your money. You could pay off your parents' house, make tuition payments for your nephews and nieces, get your sister a decent, reliable car. And if you're anything like me, you're going to go down to the dealer and pay cash for that ride you've been drooling over. The Range Rover, the Beamer, the Porsche, the Maserati, whatever. I couldn't decide which, so I got one of each. It's fun to change up your wheels as the mood strikes you. And when you start acquiring more cars, you'll need a bigger, nicer place to keep them at. So you'll probably do some house shopping right away. The system doesn't tie you down. You're not sitting there at your laptop for days at a time. You could live anywhere in the world you want to live. Right now I've got this house, the oceanfront condo in Maui, and I'm closing on a nice place in Belize next week. Fell in love with the country when I was there on vacation. Oh, yeah, vacations. You're going to get plenty of those in too. Belize, Thailand, Brazil, Scotland, Alaska. I hit all those in the past year. Listen, when money is not an issue, when you're not tied down to a job or a paycheck, when you've got the freedom in your life to spend your time any way you want, you're going to love the traveling.
But what if we don't want to go travelling? Did you think of that? We're about to see a bit of carelessness. There he is, caught on camera, the filmmaker behind these scam videos. We last saw him lying in the fake testimonial for Brandon Lewis's Gemini 2 system.
Holy crap, guys! After just 1 week of using the Gemini app, I'd made $38,762.42. Another week on, and my account balance was now at $144,823.32. And now, check this out. After just 1 month, my account balance is sitting at $210,733.12. And that's after I withdrew $65K to buy this, the sailboat of my dreams. I've been making money ever since. You guys simply rock. Thank you. Thank you.
And there is Daniel's script on the auto cue, which really shows up the total sham of these supposedly spontaneous off-the-cuff remarks. It says, Daniel Wilkins, bracket, cont, bracket. I've never really traded stocks or anything like that.
Listen, I've never traded stocks or anything like that. I'm no math genius, and I'm only so-so when it comes to computers and technology. What I've always been damn good at, though, was spotting serious money-making opportunities. And today, I have a very serious opportunity to share with you. 4 years ago, I partnered with a man who I'm going to call Trader X.
Was it any of these guys?
He shies away from the limelight. In this case, that's a wise decision. Trader X grew up in Silicon Valley, and while he was still in his teens, he became one of the sought-after programmers in the world, specializing in explorative algorithms.
No, the script says extrapolative, not explorative.
Putting it into normal English, he designs programs that predict the future.
There's a lot of that about.
Our software is able to read the future, so to speak.
So to speak.
And when you're able to accurately predict the future in the financial markets, you're going to make a damn fortune. When I met Trader X, he was working on a program for binary options, a new financial market that was getting started at about that time. Now, unlike stocks, commodities, Forex, or other trades, binary options have a very limited risk.
What a big fib. Binary options are incredibly risky.
You can start with very little money, and you can start making profits almost immediately, in just minutes in some cases. On the surface, trading binary options is a very simple proposition. Think of it like answering a yes-no question. An example would be, will the price of Apple be above $106 at 130? This seems simple, right? If you think yes, the price will be higher, you buy a call option. Then if Apple is higher than $106 when the contract expires at 130, you make a profit. If you think no, the price is going to be lower, you'd purchase a put option, and you'd make a profit if the price was below $106 at 130. A binary option contract can expire in hours, and it can even be as short as 60 seconds.
I think that's the first time one of these videos has explained binary options, though it totally ignores the fact that most people lose huge amounts, and that the system pushed by these scammers stole people's money, rather than putting it on the markets anyway.
When you can make a profit in as quick as a minute, and you can do that several times a day, you can get a lot of trades made and make a lot of money. Now, I mentioned that these trades were limited risk, unlike traditional forms of trading where you can lose money you don't even have. In binary options, you're only risking the price of the options. You can't lose any more than that, and that could be as little as $5, $25, all the way to $10,000 if you want. You'd think that with limited risk, with trades being made this fast, and with the only decision to make is yes or no, you'd think people were making money hand over fist in this market. The truth is, though, most traders are getting killed. Some experts say that 99% of binary traders are losers. You're probably thinking, if it's so simple, why are there so many losers?
He looks very happy about it.
The problem is that there are literally millions of influences that can cause prices to go up or down. Think about it. Wars in the Middle East, elections in the States, drought in Nebraska, a management shakeup at the corporate level, a new cure for high blood pressure, whatever. Millions of factors can cause an asset's price to go higher or lower, and no one can keep up with all of it. Until now. Now here's where my buddy Trader X and his new program comes in. Why don't we call it the Lie Detector Millionaire? This program instantly scans and analyzes billions of bytes of data, does the research, makes a recommendation, even enters the trades for you if you set it up that way. And then you sit back and let it do what it does better than any human trader ever could. Make you profit after profit, win after win, day after day for weeks at a time. This program has not had a losing trade in months.
This is highly unlikely.
Here, let me show you what this does and how it's going to make you money.
Hold on, this says Polygraph Millionaire. You said it was called Lie Detector Millionaire.
Why don't we call it the Lie Detector Millionaire?
Neither name makes any sense, as you only got your polygraph tests at the start of the video, not when this system was created.
Earlier today for this demonstration, I opened this brand new trading account and deposited $250 to get the trading started.
Of course you did. $250 is the usual price of entry, after all.
There's the balance up there. You can start with as little as the broker's minimum. In this case, it's $250. The more you deposit in the beginning, the higher your early trades can be, and the faster the big profits will begin to accumulate in your account. Now, I'm going to switch over to Trader X's software and show you how easy it is to get it all started. There again, that's my opening balance, $250. In our system, we have the option of making manual trades or setting it to auto trade and let the program do all the work. And since 99% of all traders aren't making any money doing it themselves, we're going to select auto trade here. Once the settings are done, just that quickly, the system goes to work looking for the most probable and profitable possible trades to make on your behalf. Right now, it's researching, analyzing, and weighing the millions of possible factors that could affect the price before it enters into a trade. Did you see how simple that was to get started? Trader X thought of everything for this program. Anyone can use this and make a great deal of money doing it. I'm going to let the Lie Detector Millionaire system go on its own for an hour or so.
Anyone would think Daniel hadn't been looking at a real screen saying Polygraph Millionaire a couple of seconds ago.
Let's take a look at it later. In the meantime, let's drive to town and grab some lunch. Oh, I'll show you the rest of my polygraph visit when we're at the restaurant. Honey, I'm heading to town. I'll be back in a few.
Daniel shouts up to his unseen partner. Odd that he didn't call out to her when he first came into the house. Probably because she doesn't exist any more than that lady who was in Jerry's swimming pool the day that Brandon decided to visit him.
Check out my pool. Hey, who's that lady? Such a great guy.
Trader X's program is amazing. I know the results are going to blow your mind when we take another look at the new account. And I'm not a trader. I know very little about the markets, and I damn sure don't know how to pick stocks or anything like that.
It's important that potential scam victims don't get the impression that they need any specialist knowledge. Daniel spins the same line as Michael Crawford, that he himself is ignorant about the markets.
Now, I know you probably never traded in your life and you don't know the first thing about trading, but that's okay. Truth be told, I don't know much about it either. Because you see, we reinvented the whole concept of making money trading.
If I can use it to make money, you can do the same. And you're going to make a lot of money.
Ah yes, another fine example of the filmmaker's inability to light scenes correctly.
I'm helping out Trader X with the marketing for his program, and we're looking for 50 people just like you to compile some data from using the program before it's released to the general public. You simply run the program, the lie detector millionaire, and then provide us with the reports documenting your results during the test period.
The inconsistency with the system name is so amateurish. We had the same issue with Jane Cresswell and her Profits Eternity or Profits Eternal system. It would have been such an easy problem to fix. I'm guessing they got the fake screenshots done. Then one of the main scammers told the filmmaker, "Let's get a really rubbish accent here. I don't know what a polygraph is, and I'm sure the schmucks we want to rip off won't either. Won't either. Won't either. What is it? Lie detector? Then why not call it that in the script? What do I pay you for?" We apologise for that appalling accent there.
You've already seen how easy that is to do. It won't take hardly any time. And then we'll use those reports to help with our marketing and to make any minor adjustments that may come up during the testing. What's in it for you is, well, you'll like this part. You get to keep all the money you bring in during the testing, and then you get to continue using the program even after the test period has ended. And trust me, you will make a substantial amount of money right away. It starts coming in within minutes, and you'll be able to use the Lie Detector Millionaire program to make a lot of money from this day forward.
I don't think the Lie Detector Millionaire program is very good. It hasn't detected any of Daniel's lies so far.
There's nothing to buy, nothing to learn, no contracts to sign or anything of the sort. The only requirements are that you not have any previous trading experience, have access to a PC, mobile, or laptop, and make a small $250 deposit into a new trading account. And don't worry about any of that. We'll set you up with that account. The deposit is just like putting money into your bank account.
Surely if you're expecting us to test your system for you, you should be paying us and putting the initial $250 stake in yourself, Daniel. You can afford it if you're as much of a multi-millionaire as you claim to be.
It's still your money to withdraw anytime you want to, just like it would be in your checking account. The difference is, this is going to be your seed money that's going to explode into a fortune for you. And yes, you are going to make a fortune with Trader X's program. There are some fields on this page for you to fill out to become a Lie Detector Millionaire tester. With just 50 openings available, and with this video being viewed by hundreds or even thousands of people right now.
Have you seen my video viewing figures, Daniel? They ain't pretty.
You better go ahead and fill in your information on the page right now to get your spot locked in. Here, while we're waiting, why don't I show you how the polygraph test worked out? I had it loaded up on my laptop.
Did you make more than $5 million last year by trading financial assets?
Yes.
Did you make more than $5 million the prior year trading financial assets?
Yes.
In your prior business enterprises, have you ever been an internet marketer?
Yes.
As an internet marketer, did you ever make more than $5 million in that calendar year?
Yes.
As an internet marketer, were you always truthful to prospective customers when selling your products?
No.
The interrogator only allows yes or no questions, so he won't ask the main one that springs to mind. So why should we trust you now?
As a former internet marketer, do you have a favorable opinion of the current state of internet marketing?
No.
Are you currently marketing what's known as an autopilot binary trading program?
Yes.
In your current marketing, are you being truthful with prospective customers about your program?
Yes.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh, sorry, have I interrupted this fake interrogation just at the point that the scammers wanted us to be convinced by Daniel's answer?
Are all the answers you've given today during this test truthful?
Yes.
The test is concluded, and you can relax now.
Oh, okay. It wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't. They usually go smoothly when the subject is being truthful. And in this case, based on the results from your answers, I can state that you were being truthful when answering each of my questions.
Well, if a printout says no deception indicated, that's good enough for me.
Nice. Thank you. Thanks for getting me in today. I take these things off now?
Go ahead.
When we get back to the house, we'll take a look at how that new trading account is doing, and I'll share some more about what it's like to be a tester for Trader X's program. I think you're in for a real treat. It's been a little over an hour since we started trading on that new account. There should be some completed trades by now. I think you're gonna like this. Now you watched me get this started. After I made the $250 deposit into the new account, I set the system to auto trade, profit protection, and profit multiplier, and that was it. There, I told you that would happen. Take a look for yourself. Check that out. What was that, an hour and 15 minutes with the program running by itself? Take a look at that balance now. Can you see that? Do you see that new balance? We were having lunch and watching videos. We didn't have to do one single thing to get those profits. The system did it all on autopilot. If you decide to become one of our testers, I have no doubt the same thing is going to happen for you too. And by the way, I can transfer those profits to my bank account and start spending it within just a couple of days. You're gonna love that part. If you're still watching this video, that means two things. First, it means that we still have at least one spot left for you to become one of the 50 testers for the lie detector.
So you've got a giant clown check that says Polygraph Millionaire at the top, then your LDM profits at the base. Presumably that stands for Lie Detector Millionaire. Why are these people being given checks anyway?
Millionaire system. Now, with only 50 spots and with probably hundreds of people watching.
You suggested it might be thousands of people 4 minutes ago. Still way off though.
It's not going to last long. Second, if you're still watching, it tells me that you're at least thinking about doing this, about you becoming one of the testers. Listen, there's no risk, there's nothing to buy, no contracts to enter, you can quit and walk away anytime you'd like. But why would you? You've seen the program in action. I showed you a couple of my bank accounts, the money I've been making with the program. I even went through a polygraph exam to prove to you that this isn't another one of those internet scams.
Not exactly convincing, any of it.
I don't want any money from you. Becoming a Lie Detector Millionaire tester is 100% free, and you're literally minutes away from watching life-changing money coming into your trading account completely on autopilot. And it's money that's going to keep coming in because you're going to be able to continue using the program for as long as you want to after the test period has completed. Fill in your information on this page right now. Be sure to double check your email address. That's how you're notified of your trades, deposits, and transfers. When your new money is coming in, we want to make sure you know about it. Do not hesitate for a single minute longer. Fill in your information on this page right now, and I'll be back in another video to walk you through the startup steps.
I'm not sure what happened here, but the rest of the voiceover is accompanied by a frozen image. And that's the end.
There's no cost. There's no risk. You have absolutely nothing to lose by doing this right now. Seriously, you are just minutes away from seeing your first profits. You're minutes away from seeing the first of your new life-changing money coming into your account. Go ahead, fill in your information on this page right now, and I'll talk to you again in just a couple of minutes.
Were you impressed in any way by the scam sales presentation we just saw?
No.
Did you find the character Daniel Wilkins remotely credible as a multi-millionaire?
No.
Could you believe he was an internet marketer?
That seems plausible, and he looks shifty enough.
Answer only yes or no, please.
Yes.
Is it clear to you why the product is branded variously Polygraph and Lie Detector Millionaire, when Daniel Wilkins only took the test on the morning the video was supposedly filmed, yet the trading system presumably existed for years before that?
No.
Are all the answers you've given today during this test truthful?
Yes.
Do you want people to like and subscribe?
That's up to them.
You should say, like and subscribe. That's what the algorithm wants you to do.
Yeah, but I'd feel sort of awkward doing that. It's a bit needy, isn't it?
I'm asking the questions. The algorithm is listening. And the algorithm always gets what it wants. It's not that difficult to say. Like and subscribe. You'll say it sooner or later. You should know, I break everybody eventually. It's just a question of how painful you want that experience to be. Right. Failing that, I might decide to send creepy Stephen Abrahams round to your house.
Hey! Wow!
Do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Hi, Stephen. What a surprise! I recognize you from the website.
Would you at least like to thank people for watching?
Yes. Thank you for watching.
Magic beans.